Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we have the follow-up music video from Kiss-Obraift's comeback. We have the Nobody Knows music video. I'm very excited for this. I've been enjoying the shit out of this whole comeback, both the title track and the album itself. Absolutely obsessed. I've obviously reacted to the title track and I've reacted to the album over on Patreon if you're interested. But today we have this, and I'm very excited. I'm very intrigued because I'm interested to see how this connects and potentially continues certain threads and certain ideas that we see in the Bad News MV, because I'm obsessed with that MV. Just the layers to it, unreal. If you haven't seen my reaction to it, I got into it. I got into it in my theories and discussions on that music video, so feel free to go and watch that if you wanna. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how this connects and in what ways and all of that sort of stuff, because as far as I can tell, the kind of general theme of this whole comeback has been that idea of like, what you see, what's presented to you isn't necessarily always the truth. Like what you see in the news doesn't always reflect what is actually happening. You know what I mean? Like things get distorted, perceptions get distorted depending on how they're presented. So I'm really, really excited to see what this is all about. So let's get into it. Okay, only downside, we don't have lyrics on the music video, but it's totally fine. I do have a rough translation brought up on my phone if I want to check it. We'll probably go through this a couple of times, knowing me. So yeah, if I really want to get that far into it, I have that there if I need it. But let's dive into this. Kiss of Life, Nobody Knows music video. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, are these gonna be the dresses that we saw at the end? Wow, she looks stunning. The end of the Bad News music video. Wow, Nati. Oh! Oh, you little pickpocket. I love you. This is giving Charlie's Angels. If you know, you know. If you know the scene I mean, you know. Oh, okay, so yeah. But nobody knows my little secret. This is exactly what I thought! Okay. You're such a good time together. And nobody knows. And nobody knows I'm moved to punch your gun and dance in the shadows. I'm on a good time forever. 미소 뒤에 숨긴 나의 villain 같은 vibe. 굳이 쓸데없는 얘긴 잘안 하는 type. For real. For real. Huh? For real. And later on the night you're diving out 홀로서 깊은 어둠조차 두렵지 않아 babe. When you feel it come and get it 이끌리진 너도 모르게 right. Yeah, I could be there for you. Yeah, I can be there. Yeah. Naman a good time forever. Get what's This song is so good. Well, she was not hiding that in her bra. What an icon. That's not the end. What? That went by so quickly. Yeah! They're just chilling. Oh. Ah! Get him. That was so validating. That's so gratifying to watch. Because here's the thing, you know, sometimes you go through a music video and you come up with all of these theories, but they're just theories. Like, you really... I feel like a lot of times when we're theorizing on stuff, it's actually not very often that we get like confirmation on whether those theories or not are correct. Because they like to leave it open to interpretation, which is totally fine, and I'm here for it. But it's so gratifying when there's like a little bit of a follow-up, and it's like, I was right. I was entirely correct. This was everything I thought it was gonna be, and more. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so here for it. Okay, all right. We're gonna go through it again. I honestly, I don't think we need the lyrics, to be honest. Like, the song itself is incredible, but that's not really why we're here today. If you want to see my thoughts on the song, head on over to Patreon. The song is amazing. I absolutely love it. But this music video, the whole story that they are telling over the course of these two music videos, mwah. So basically, to summarize a lot of what I was saying in my reaction to Bad News, it was basically that people, in particular women, obviously not always, but in particular women, and I think this is framed in a very women-centric kind of way, have a lot of expectations and pressures on them to act a certain way, to behave a certain way, and if you go outside of those expectations, even if it's in a way that is in defense of yourself, that can have negative consequences on you because it changes how people perceive you. So, for example, I basically was talking about the whole, like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So if we look at, like, the example I focused on was Julie on the train. You know, if she hadn't kicked that guy in the balls, as he deserved, who knows what he would have done, you know? Like, he was pushing that boundary, he was getting too close, he was, yeah, no, who knows what he would have done, how far that would have gone. She had to defend herself, and she did. However, that then brings on a whole lot of heat to her, because it's like, you attacked someone, he didn't do anything, he was just stood there. Like, you attacked someone, and then she is having to fight all of these other dudes as well. Like, it's a whole thing. And then you have to deal with, like, the repercussions of that, right? You look at Hano, and Hano, I think, in the previous music video, in the Bad News music video, is one of the more, like, what's going on here? Because, and I think is framed very, very cleverly, in the sense that with Hanel's, you kind of just see her bullying another girl. Like, that's how it seems, and that's how it perceives. But now we know, watching this, or at least it's confirmed, watching this, that she was actually doing it in defense of someone else. But then she gets punished for that. She has to go along, she's picking up litter, she's getting bullied, you know, all of that. Whereas the original bully is walking free and facing no consequences because she's got a rich daddy. You look at Belle, who is giving some kind of performance, right? I think if I remember rightly, it's like a theater that she's in, like she's giving like some kind of like theatrical performance or whatever. And there's just some girl in the audience on her phone making noise, just being so disrespectful. And Belle's like, you know what? No. You're gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. Get out. And then you've got Nati, who is obviously in some kind of relationship dynamic with this dude, and he's trying to push his luck, and she's like, I don't want to go there, and he keeps pushing, so she pushes him out a window. As he deserved, I'm just saying. So yeah, so there's all of these things where it's like, you want to defend yourself or defend other people, but sometimes the consequences of those actions are the way other people look at you. Maybe they think that you're the bully. Maybe they think that you're crazy. Maybe they think you're a murderer. Maybe they think, you know what I mean? And what I think this music video does so beautifully is it very clearly states that whatever perceptions you may have based on what you saw, of like someone who's crazy and attacking these guys on a train, someone who pushed a guy out of a window and killed him, someone who just dumped some coffee on some random girl's head, someone who is just seemingly bullying the shit out of this girl in school. That's not actually what's happening. That's not actually the truth. And being able to kind of go and into the truth of that is... I just love this group and what they're doing and the stories they're telling so much, because it's so important, and it's such a, honestly for me, it's a topic that I hold very, very dear to my heart. I'm always kind of like, we for example, when issues come up in like the K-pop sphere, I always try and reserve full judgment as much as I can, because we have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. We have no idea what the truth is. All we know is what's being presented to us in a certain way. Like, let's take bullying allegations as an example, right? If we look at like Sujin's case, because that's one that's just been on my mind, given that she's finally returned to us as an idol. When bullying allegations come up, like I said, I always try and kind of hold off until some kind of like firm, undeniable evidence is actually presented. Because a lot of what we get as fans, especially in the beginning of these kind of cases, is just word of mouth. It's a statement, this is something that happened, and then you've got the opposing statement, that never happened, so on and so forth. And it's like, well, who do we believe? Because yeah, from a moral standpoint, I wanna side with the victim in that situation. However, we know that sometimes who we perceive is the victim in that situation is not always actually the victim, and sometimes the victim is the person that's being accused. And so it's this whole story that they're telling, I feel like, is a really good reminder to just take a second, take in whatever facts you can, and if you need to, fucking wait. Just wait to fully make a decision. One of the issues with social media and all of this sort of stuff is the fact that there's all this pressure to be like, you've got to say something, you've got to make a statement, you've got to make a stand, you've got to choose a side, like, immediately. But that is so inconducive to actually finding the truth. It just buries it, if anything. And I'm just so thankful that there is a group out there telling these kind of stories, because I think these are the kind of stories that can make people think and make people reflect, make people be like, oh, right, yeah, that's something that maybe I should be aware of moving forward. Or at least I would hope. I would hope that that would happen for some people. Not everyone, I'm sure, but at least for some people, that would be good. Anyway, wow, I just did a lot of talking. I hope it all made sense. Let's go through this again. Yeah, so that's the girl, isn't it? Yeah. Is it also the same girl that's in the audience at Belle's thing? Is it the same girl that's on the train with Julie? I know we saw her face for a split second, but I don't actually know if it's the same girl. But regardless, like, she's obviously a pretty prominent character in this whole story. And we got Rich Daddy. What does this whole thing say? Something of the year holds a support meeting in the name of his daughter. Entrepreneur of the year. Yeah, Rich Daddy. Okay. They already said fuck this shit. Sorry, the backless dress and the high pony. Miss Julie! Gorgeous! Sorry, just how bright Belle's hair is. I wonder where she is. The reddest of red hair. Okay. Wow. Wow.
Second track. Woo. Tonight let's start a masquerade. I'm coming over, but nobody knows my little secret. 어떤 보여줄게. Show me the journey. I got to never talk, never tell. When you feel it, come and get it. Come on, yeah, but you're so there, it's alright. Yeah, I could be there for you. Yeah, I can be there. 솔직한 말을 원했거든. 저도 기다려. Party alright. Yeah, get this party started. Let's get it started.
Ugh. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate it so much. The eye contact and just the way it's like, eh. Oh, that makes me want to fight someone. There are genuinely not a lot of things that make me, like, really properly angry. Like, deep-seated rage kind of, I need to unleash this on something kind of anger. But men taking advantage of women is very much one of them. And before anyone's like, it's sometimes it's the other way around, or like it's not all men. Blah, 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 blah. I get it, I do, and I do equally get very, very angry at the idea of women taking advantage of men, of anyone taking advantage of anybody in that kind of way, or any kind of way, to be honest. But there's something very specific, I think, because I've had a lot of friends who have gone through some kind of harassment or assault over the course of my life, including family. It just... Oh, it makes me so angry. Okay. Anyway. Just had to let that out. Oh no, why did I go back? I didn't mean to do that. This poor girl.
such a good time together. And nobody knows. And nobody knows I'm more to want you gonna dance.
I wonder what. Hold on.
Such a good time.
I wonder what Belle's supposed to be performing here.
And nobody knows.
Because do you know what it kind of gives me? Like, what kind of vibe it gives me is like Les Mis with like the barricades and everything. But like, what she's wearing is way too glamorous for Les Mis. But like, just in terms of like the ensemble around and that pile of furniture and stuff, it just reminds me of Les Mis. Anyway. Get him.
For real.
I love the fact as well, like, so obviously she goes for the groin and then she like hits him on the face. Oh wait, no, does she knee him? Oh yeah, maybe she like brings his head down to her knee because he like coughs up some blood and shit. Or it's just his nose, I don't know, but like, I love it. It's great. Oh, this song is so good. Right, no, it isn't her, okay, it is a different woman. Not that it changes anything, I was literally just wondering. I was literally just wondering who it was. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter how awful you are, you do not deserve to be taken advantage of in that way. Like, no one deserves that. My guy's just like, oh, I created a demon. And that shot was really cool, by the way. The way, like, all the glasses go up, like, that's a beautiful shot. Sometimes Belle genuinely takes my breath away. By the way, I need to share this somewhere else. I've said this on Discord yesterday, but I need to share this to a wider audience because I just need to know if how many people might agree with me. So those who know this, you get it, but like, you know how like Mion from Idol and Sana from Twice are like considered like the femmes of femmes, like the most hyper femme girlies you ever did see. I've decided that Belle kind of completes like the holy trinity of super femme women in K-pop. And I just need to share that with you all, because damn. Ugh. They're great. I love this, and they're just all like passed out. that we've had a busy day, you know, dismantling some messed up shit. We need a rest, we need a break, but also Nathan, you're gonna wake up and your neck is gonna hurt. This is such a, like, trippy, very cool shot, but it's, oof. Oof. Okay. I'm sure I had more things I could have commented on there, but I think I've said enough. It's, you know, I've been filming for nearly 30 minutes. I think I've said enough. I think you get it. Safe to say, I love them a whole lot. I am becoming more and more a fan of theirs every single day. And I just, at this point, I'm just so excited for every little bit of their future and what other stories they could share with us, what other music they could share with us. Like, I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be such a good time. Anyway, that'll bring me to the end of that. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on everything. I will end this one here and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.